Hello, welcome to episode 2 of Edge of Eternities. Premiere draft. Today, it's premiere draft. Let's just get right into it. I love drafting. Can't wait to draft some more. I realize that the more I make arena content, the more I kind of become, in a weird way, a Magic the Gathering YouTuber. Which, to me, I say that kind of derogatorily. I don't watch a lot of Magic content on YouTube, but I have kind of a negative impression of the community at large. I like my local community of Magic players, but the people who are super active on social media and talking about it's Starfield Shepherd, I feel like is the best card here. Let me just do a once over. This is not very good in limited. I mean, 4/4 double strike vigilance, it's fine, but I feel like Starfield Shepherd's still the best. I mean, it's going to tutor for something. Could be white-black, could be white-red. White-blue, probably not getting much value. Well, honestly, yeah, it's only creature cards. Yeah, we'll go with Starfield Shepherd here. And I feel like it's worth it to gamble. I mean, this is fixing. It's a combat trick. It's a creature. I think it's worth it to gamble that we end up in black because that's just such a good card if we do. Okay, what's the best card here? I mean, it's Banishing Light, right? This is good. This is really good. But it's also a 5-drop, and I might not even be in black. Whereas, like, I have more reason to believe I'll be in white, and getting the removal early. Yeah, I just think we gotta draft removal here. I mean, there's another one. Seam Rep. Tempted. Tempted. Lightless Evangel, also good card. Rampage Bombard. Let's just take the white removal. Let's put ourselves in white early, and then we can just decide on where we want to go later. I really liked what this card was doing for me in our sealed. I might take this. I really like what it was doing, and it's the only uncommon here that I would consider playing. Yeah, white-red. Would I play the Wealth draft thing? Probably not. What even is white-red? And it's station, right? I don't want to play that. I think the spacecraft in this set are really bad. There's a couple good ones. The Flying Haste 6-drop in red. I really rate that one because it's a 6/5 Flying Haste and you only need to station it for 3. As a 6-drop, I just think that's really good. I think that's just really good. I liked what Dock Worker Drone was doing for me, to be honest. I think we pick that. I would like to get targets for the Starfield Shepherd, but if they don't come up, they don't come up, right? I mean, we did see one earlier, but I really don't like that card. But still, having a target for Starfield Shepherd is just a good idea anyway, because what happens when you have a target is you go up a card when you play it, compared to your opponent. And, you know, just playing it to get a planes is not as valuable as even getting a bad creature. Having the option between the two is really nice. It's also important to remember that you can get X spells with it. If it's like X and white, that's one. If it's X, then that's one. But I don't know if there's any cards like that in this set. I would have to check. Pay 2 life, sacrifice, draw cards equal to its power. I just don't like these cards very much. I mean, I feel like we're not in... I mean, I liked what this was doing for me. I was about to say, I don't think this is great for us, but, like, is it bad? Is it bad? I feel like it's good, and I don't want to play the hand attack, so I'm not taking Temporal Intervention. I don't rate hand... I mean, 2 of these? Would I take 2? Probably not, but I don't like this either. So 2 of these it is. I don't rate hand attacks very highly in limited. But maybe it is. Maybe it is good. I just don't play them. Especially a 3-mana one. Like, yeah, I just don't think it's worth it. If you can play them at, like, I would play Thoughtseize. That's the thing. I mean, obviously you would play Thoughtseize. If you're drafting like Mystery Booster or whatever, that's a kind of hand attack where it's like you can play it early and completely disrupt their game plan. But by the time you're wasting 3 mana on a hand attack, it could be like they've already played their shit out, right? Like, you probably don't want to do that turn 3. You could be playing a creature. You could be doing better things, especially in these colors. We just get Starport Security so we have a target for Starfield Shepherd. I hate having to do that because I don't like this card very much. It's not terrible, but it's also not this, like, I would have to pick green cards to make it work, which is, I mean, we're like early enough that we could. I want to make the Shambling Vent work, but we're early enough that we could start picking green next time. And if we do pick green, we could still splash black. That's the cool thing about oh, 0 Point Ballad. Oh, I don't think we're playing green. No, we could be. We could still play green. Playing green and like splashing for 0 Point Ballad would honestly be completely valid. Um but I love this card. This card is just so good. It did so much work for me when I did that sealed video, the one before. And hard light containment, just absurd. I can't, like, I lost because of this card. This is just absurd. Exile target creature an opponent controls until this aura leaves the battlefield. And it's 1 mana. I know you have to enchant an artifact that you control, but those could easily be landers. Like, those could easily be Hilderblades or something like that. Something wacky, something weird. I think this is just really good. Yeah, it's gonna be Embrace Oblivion here, I think. We're drafting removal, which is what you do in white black. Like, the archetype is called Go Wide, but every time I've drafted black and white in this set, it's just been the removal cards. It's just they're just so good in this particular color pair. They're completely over the top good. Like, Vote Out. Oh, between Servondum and Vote Out, I have to take Servondum, but I really want Vote Out. It's really good. But that's it. You've got Depressurize, Vote Out, Grav Kill, Embrace Oblivion, 0 Point Ballad is not direct like kill spell, but also very good. What's the eject or whatever? The card where you the card where you emergency eject. That's 7 off the top of my head, 7 removal spells in black. No, 6. Right? And those are all very powerful. And then in white, we've got Banishing Light, Hard Light Containment, Seam Rip, all very good. There's the yeah, we want that. Yeah, we want that. There's the one that destroys an artifact or tapped creature. That one's very good. There's no way I'm playing 3 Hilder Blades, right? I'll take it, honestly. Could be the wrong choice. What have I drafted? So 11 creatures. We should probably get some more creatures. Yes, Weftblade Enhancer. Not even really for these colors. It's just good. Warp it for 3. Get 2 counters on things. Play it again later. It's a 3/4, and it gives counters. It's just good. I like Pergy Beckner, but Decode Transmissions always feels good to play. And we don't have that much like card draw in here, so I mean, I'm not taking another equipment if I have all those other ones. I don't really care for the Dark Endurance. I've never played it, but yeah, as I was saying, the removal in these color pairs just like you there's like 12 different good removal spells, and you can just draft them all. Many of them are commons. You can just draft them all, and if you get the rare ones, you're completely minted. Like it's just perfect. Embrace Oblivion. The cost really does feel like a cost in this format. There's some formats where sacrificing creatures like well, 2 0 point ballads. I mean, there's no way I'm not picking this. But also, this is a removal spell unto itself. Do I have a target that I really want to return with 0 point ballad? Would I rather have... I mean, I need another creature. I think it's All Fate Stalker here. I really want to take the second... Oh, Radiant Strike was the white one I was talking about. I really want to take the second... the 0 point ballad, but you just can't. You've got to actually play out some cards. But this is good. Like, how many removal spells have I drafted? Like, all of them? Banishing Light again? When do you stop drafting it? Because I'm still clicking confirm pick on removal spells. We're going up to 18 lands for this one. We're going up to 18 lands. We sure are. Oh, this is gonna be a tough deck to play against. I feel like people are not gonna they're not gonna fuck with this one. I mean, this is completely bonkers in the right deck, but it's not for this one. How many artifacts have I drafted? 6. That makes Mono as Circuit Feeder kind of a tough pick. And over the End Stone, I mean, when this comes down, you just win. If I'm going up to 18 lands, I'm drawing through cards. I gotta pick it. On the off chance that I play it, it's one of the best cards I can have. We'll play another Night Luminary. Any of the like warp things that make a creature are extremely valuable in my kind of deck that I've got going on at the moment, because we need repeatable ways to make creatures, because we don't want to play that many creature cards. I've drafted so much removal that I kind of need to put bodies on the board. Ideally, more than one per creature card. And that these kinds of cards are going to help us get there. And I could even play this and then play out the one that exiles a non thing, you know? Like, there's ways that I can exile my own things to kind of blink them. All Fate Stalker. You can until it leaves the battlefield. So you warp this in, exile something until it leaves the battlefield. And what that means for me is that I get to re-trigger the Honored Knight Captain. It's a kind of fun play pattern for these cards that are like, they're not necessarily the strongest way you can use that effect. I feel like the strongest way you can use that effect is you blink your opponent's creature that has counters on it, or you create a good attack by getting rid of one of their things. But still, I feel like it is worth it to use it in that way if you can get additional value out of it. Like, that's turning 2 creature cards into like 6 creatures or something, because the thing comes down and it makes a 1/1. Then the thing comes down and it blinks the thing that makes a 1/1. So you've got 2 1/1s. They both go away, and then you play them again. Like, there's ways to get value out of it that are not immediately obvious, I think. I think there's a lot of cool things you can do in this set. I'm just really enjoying the draft environment, and maybe I need to play it a bit more, and like the meta needs to sort of like develop. I don't know, but it just feels good. It feels like a really fun set to me. Certainly, I am enjoying it quite a lot. Where is our... We want Grav Kill. We want Servandum. We want 0 Point Ballad. Decode Transmissions. Four Death Touch as long as I control an artifact. How many artifacts? 2 artifacts. Ugh. Stinky. I mean, we do want Hilderblade, I think. I don't know how many. Oh, Shambling Vent as a land as well. Can't forget that. That's just another thing that's going to make... I mean, this makes a lander. We want that. Our curve is very heavy in one direction, I feel like. But it's kind of fine. This is just worth it in most decks. I mean, 1/1 Death Touch, I like it. It's also a 1-drop that we can get with the other thing. How many creatures are we at? 13 with 18 non-creatures. I don't think we're going to 18 lands purely on the basis that we kind of have ways to get up in lands. So we've got something that makes a lander. We've got something that can at least put a plains into our hand. Void Trigger. How often am I getting a Void Trigger, right? Like, how many cards with Warp am I? I'm playing enough that this is probably worth it. And if I'm going to play that, I should probably play this, which also has a Warp effect. And it gives us something to play. I'm like, do I play the Endstone here? This doesn't feel like a deck that wants it that much. But then again, it kind of like... So with the amount of removal spells, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 8 things that can kind of function as removal because we've also got the All Fate Stalker. That can take us very far into the game, and then the Endstone comes down and it could potentially just seal the win. I don't really want to get rid of a creature. I feel like 15 creatures is a good place to be in. I could maybe get rid of the Perigee Beckoner or Bright Spear Zealot. Sure, let's do it. Let's run this. I want to double check my lands real quick because whenever you get it to suggest lands for it, 10 and 13, and it's 8 and 8. I want to look at what, because white ones are smaller. All my black things are... I have a black 1-drop. I'll go down a swamp and up a plains. I think 9/7 feels pretty good for that. Okay, have I drafted something good here? I want you to pause the video now and comment down below. Do you think I've drafted something good? Because I feel pretty good about it, but I don't feel like it's a crazy deck. I think it just has the potential to shut down what people are doing. And then the thing that my deck wants to do to turn that into a win isn't the strongest. Like the creatures that I'll be playing that will actually be doing the ending of the game, right? So I want to remove all their things, maybe eventually play the Endstone, but if I don't, I just want to play the creatures that are at the top of my curve and swing in with them, basically. I've got a couple flyers and a couple things that might get bigger throughout the game as I remove stuff or whatever. So I kind of want to do that stuff. I don't think the creature part is particularly strong. Ideally, I would have more good creatures to play later on. There are some really strong black ones. Like there's There's the one that has a void trigger where it makes a 2/2 robot, and whenever a one or more creatures deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card and lose a life. I would have loved to have that. That would fit really well in this deck. But without it, it's still fine. I feel like I'm kind of light on card draw, unfortunately. But we can probably make do. The only thing I'm worried about is playing out the Banishing Lights and stuff like that against green decks. Might be pretty tough. Or even blue decks as well can have ways to remove enchantments that the other decks kind of struggle with. So I'm not looking forward to playing against green decks because they've got enchantment removal. And the blue decks that can like bounce the Banishing Light or stuff, like return target permanent, not thrilled about that because, you know, then I have to like play the Banishing Light again, which to be fair, I could hit a different target with it, so it's not that bad. But also, it could repeat ETBs on things. Like it's just kind of a crappy situation where like 5 cards I have are enchantments that exile until they leave the battlefield. Out of like, what did I say earlier? Like 8 removal spells, but it's fine. I do think it'll be fine. I think that those cards are really good against the decks that don't have enchantment removal. And against the decks that do, I don't think they have enough. I don't think they have 5 copies of enchantment removal, but I do have 5 copies of enchantments that will remove their things. So that to me makes it sound a little bit more valuable. But yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about it. I don't know why we're still waiting for a game. Is no one drafting? Is nobody drafting at 12 o'clock on a Friday? That's weird. I'm tempted to cancel and start again, but I don't think that'll make it go any faster. Let's do it. I'm going to cancel and start again. Maybe I'll find out something's wrong with the server and I need to cut the recording. I don't know. Usually it's pretty snappy to get into games, so I'm kind of surprised that I had to wait 3 minutes there. Oh, here we go. Waiting for a... There we go. Maybe that's all I needed. The only AF. Or Theo... No, it's definitely not Theo Nalaf. I mean, no removal, but like two creatures. I think we just keep this. We don't want to go down in cards just to maybe get a removal spell. I think that's a little bit foolish. We can put this down, get 2 creatures, put this down, have a third. This is good blocker because we get a lander token. Lander tokens serve 2 main purposes. What the hell is this? Lander tokens serve 2 main purposes in my deck. The first is that they can help us get up to 7 lands. And 7 lands is a valuable number for me because we want to get to the end stone. The other valuable reason to have them is that they are artifacts. They can be sacrificed to effects that require it, like Embrace Oblivion, or they can be a target for hard light, the aura that you attach to an artifact. I forgot the name of it, but they can be quite valuable for that. We are gonna play out... I'm actually tempted to swing in with this and decode transmissions. Interesting. I've got choices. I think it's tough. I think we just play this. This is landfall. It gets +2/+0, right? If I play the Hull Carver, you're not going to attack with it when you get your landfall trigger. Probably. And because I'm kind of like, I'm going white, I've got a bunch of 1/1s. I'm not really afraid of like... Not really afraid of the removal spells coming out. It's a bit of a shame that I don't have any removal spells in hand, but it's fine. I don't predict an attack from the only AF, but we'll see. Really? Really? Do you have something to give it indestructible? Or are you just attacking into a Death Toucher? Okay, right, okay. Yeah, and it gets trample. I kind of see it. I would probably save this for something better, but I mean, damage out early, it kills a creature. It's not a bad play. It's not a bad play at all. Yeah, this kind of sucks because we don't have the lands that we want here. It's kind of tough. I could exile this and get rid of its counter. Is there that much value in doing that? That's where I kind of think like it's probably not that good to do. Because it will just come back. It will just come back. I think we just play this out. We'll get them counters. You know, it's not ideal, but it is what it is. I'm probably gonna take 3 next turn. Yeah, this is not ideal. I might, like, if I get a land, I might play this out for 4 and get rid of this, or whatever they play this turn. But yeah, kind of sucks to have to do this. Like, I'm not really doing anything right now, but it's not bad. I don't feel like I'm behind particularly. It's just like, it's a shame I didn't draw land there. I feel like that really put me behind quite a lot. Okay, no attacks. That makes me feel slightly better about it. But also not especially good, you know. Not especially good. +1/+1 counter on this creature. Okay. So you wanna... Yeah, we just play out the thing. I want to block with this and get a lander token. Don't really want to attack with either of these. I think we just keep putting up creatures and hope to draw into a land at some point. I do have 17 in my deck, so I'm not really sure what that's all about. So yeah, you can get this trigger by tapping this for mana, and then yeah, good play. Warp 3? Oh, don't tell me you're gonna give it haste. Don't tell me you've got Full Bore, which gives it haste. You don't have Full Bore. What? Why did you play this? What was the point? Am I stupid? What do you gain from playing this? Well, you do have trample. I could get up to 6, but I don't really mind taking 3 damage. What was the point of Bygone Colossus? Are you just like threatening me? Like, what the hell? I really expected like a full bore there, but it never came. So, I mean, first and foremost, we move to combat. I think this is fine. I think combat here is a fine choice to make. And then yeah, we... Do we warp it just to get rid of the counters on this? Is this a 3/4? I can't block it. I could get rid of the counters on this. And this will only be swinging for 2, 3. This could be 6 damage. And I take 6 and go to 9, but I would be able to go up a land, play the lander. I could potentially do this for 4 next turn, wipe their board. Or I could play this for 5. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to warp this. I think I'm going to target the Remnant Elemental. And end turn. I think that was a fine play. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked considering everything, but I'm okay with it. That probably slows them down enough that I'm not gonna take crazy damage this turn. Like, I've already accepted it could be 6. I guess, yeah, it could be more because this puts a counter on something. I kind of forgot about that. So yeah, I mean, it's 1 more damage. It's 7 damage, assuming that they attack with this one too, which they don't. So it's 6 damage. It's kind of annoying, but oh, it is 7 damage because we're also putting this in. That's fine. It's absolutely peachy. We're not super worried about going to 8. It's gonna start getting more scary. I would really like to draw into... I mean, I might just 0 point ballad for 4. It would wipe most of their board. Oh, it needs to be for 5, actually. Okay, well, I mean, since it's now putting me in a tough position. I now feel like I have, as it happens, very little answers. Oh. We'll move to combat and swing for 2. Maybe they let it through, maybe they block. Okay, not really what I wanted. I mean, yeah, we've got to get rid of these things. And it's just getting so big, and it's got trample, and it's got reach, and... I mean, you're attacking for 8 with trample. It's, we have that return to the battlefield, but it's fine, I guess. Because, like, we've got to do something. Like, we gotta make plays, and... I feel like this is the kind of play that... It's not working. Like, I've lost, I think. I shouldn't have kept a hand that didn't have removal in it. Like, knowing that that's a lot of what my deck is meant to do. But I can play this out for 3, and then it wipes my board. Like, what do I benefit? If I play this out for 3, I only have 1 mana left. I can't block this. I can play this out, and then play no other creatures. Yeah, that's still got trample. Yeah, that's GG. That is GG. I mean, it's fine. You can't win them all, but it does feel a little bit bad to lose the first game. I didn't feel like my deck was bad though. I did not feel like my deck was bad. I just kind of got run over that game, and it happens. Venoman Matofu. Venoman Matofu. It's again. I want to keep a deck that only has a card, a hand that has no removal. But if I'm going first, I have a 1-drop and a 2-drop and then a 4-drop. It's fine. Let's just keep it. I don't want to go down cards just because I'm not seeing removal spells. Because like, if I've got that many of them in my deck, which I believe I do, I'm gonna see them, right? Like, I don't need to have them in hand at the start. Is what you would think. Do I want to do 3 here, or do I want to make a guy? Yeah, I want to do 3. Now they could well play a timeline color. Well, no longer worried about that. I've got that guy. Honored Knight Captain. Kind of an awesome card. Kind of awesome. No attack. Now I also have 2/1/1s. I feel like an attack is a lot less likely with 2/1/1s. Well, actually, they want to attack, get the Void Trigger. Oh, they've got the Void Trigger. That is kind of sucky. Is it worth it to double block? They put this on here. They get a 5/4, a 5/3, and then I can block with this later. Yeah, I think it's worth it to block. Because they'll get the Void Trigger, and that's fine. Because I have something to block it with. I don't really care if this guy dies, if it gets rid of this. But then again, that could just cause another Void Trigger. Like, we could just be in this loop forever. Like, I might just want to block it instead with the 1/1 so that they don't get the Void Trigger. They have 4 lands. They could re-equip it, but if I do, or if I don't block, this could come on. This could come in with counters. I don't think that's worth it. I think this is worth it because I would rather, yeah, because then this would have just got the Void Trigger. Oh, it gets the Void Trigger anyway. It gets the Void Trigger anyway because my thing left the battlefield. Okay, that's my bad. That is actually my bad. 0-point ballad for 2. I'm feeling a 0-point ballad for 2. Yeah, they get a lander. Don't know if that was my best choice. I mean, this is what people mean when they say like, "Ah, you should take breaks when you're drafting on Arena." You know, don't play a sealed event and then play a draft event and then not take any breaks during that draft event because you just like make mistakes, right? Like I'm probably better than this. I could probably play better, and I'm just not doing it. I'm just not playing as good as I could be. I mean, I'll just put them on here. This guy doesn't get to keep his counter, sadly. Yeah, this sucks. This is nothing is working out for me in this draft, I feel like. I'm not hugely behind either, but oh, cool. We got slivers. We got slivers. I mean, Radiant Strike is in my deck, right? Like, it's not over, but man, does that suck to see, like, we're getting double striking slivers every end step. Like, that's just... And they have haste. But they still can't kill this guy, so I feel like I just block into them. Okay, now they can kill this guy. But if I don't block... Yeah, I don't know. This guy... Embrace Oblivion... What might kill it? Destroy a target creature or spacecraft. Notice how this is neither of those things. So I can attack with the 5/6. I don't know if I should. So let's think. First strike damage. Yeah, I can kill. Yeah, if you double block, I can kill the things. And then, so that happens. I would rather kill. Would I rather kill the double strike or the 3/4? I would rather kill the double. I would rather kill the 3/4 purely on the basis that the double striker is a 2/2, so it's easier to kill with other things. Or like it's a token as well, so I can play. I feel like the I don't know. I don't know, man. It's impossible. There's no way around this. Thrumming Hive Pool. Swing in. I dare you. Well, that's my way out. If you swing in. Sunstar Expansionist. Create a lander. I don't control more lands. Hilderblade on a sliver would be pretty bad, so we're just gonna declare no blocks. And oh, they did lander, right? Dude, you should attach that to a sliver. You should attach that there thing to a sliver. I mean, I want to get rid of the slivers, but it just feels like the wrong thing at the moment. It's like if I swing in, you get this guy back. I at least kill 2 of the slivers. They're just gonna keep growing anyway. The 0-point ballad is gone. Like, that's what I really needed here. There's no way to give this flying, right? Not in my deck. But 2/2 double strike, like... I don't attack. I know I don't attack, but I don't know what I do. I think I just lose to Thrumming Hive, but what a fucking card. What a stupid fucking card. Double strike and haste make 2 slivers? If I don't block, I die, right? But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then that's still 8. So I'm just dead. That card's so ridiculous. I don't even think I played bad that game either. I'm gonna be honest. I think both losses have not been my fault so far. What a depressing draft, by the way, that this is the first episode of like drafting Edge of Eternities. It's a complete blowout. Like I've had good yeah, this is such a keep. This is such a keep. I know the Endstone's going to be a dead card in hand for a very long time, but we have Banishing Light, we have Hull Carver, Beamsaw Protector, like, things are going to happen on my on my turn. I'm going to be doing damage. I'm going to be removing stuff. This is the kind of hand I needed in the previous game. Banishing Light would have dealt with Banishing Light would have dealt with the other thing, the Thrumming Hive Pool, so well. But yeah, I mean, like, sometimes this is what happens in draft, is like, you can draft fine, like, you don't even need to make like huge mistakes or anything. You can play fine, and then you just get blown out, right? Like that guy probably, so he also went 0-2, right? Because you play someone who has the same record as you, you went 0-2. And he was probably thinking, like, they're already, you know, this much damage ahead of me. My hand's not that good. You know, I'll just concede. And I've been in that position before where, like, especially on best of one arena draft, it's sometimes not worth it to play out the game. Like, you know, with like 99% certainty, it's like a foregone conclusion. Maybe you're not confident in your deck, and these kinds of blowouts happen, and they don't have to be necessarily like a bad thing or like or anything like that. It's just sort of, you know, it's a bit irritating. It happens. It's whatever. And like, I'm keeping a pretty bad hand here, admittedly, because I'm afraid of mulliganing, and then it's more of a blowout after that. And it's like, I think I sort of know that that's like the wrong choice statistically, but from an emotional standpoint, I would rather bet it on this hand, like drawing into the right thing, than just taking the risk that it ends up being shit, right? Like, I don't want that. I feel like this way you can almost sort of blame it on the game in a way that you can't do when it's you know, you made the choice to mulligan. But like, this was a bad keep, right? Like, I shouldn't probably have kept this, but it's working out, and it's like, whatever, I get a lander token now. I feel like we're okay with the way that this is going, especially with the shambling vent coming in. Like yeah. Like, yeah, I'm happy about that. Sure, other creatures you control get +1/+0. It doesn't have haste or anything, so it doesn't do anything right now. We get another swamp. And we're up to 6 lands. We're gonna play the Endstone. We're probably winning this game, like, if we're completely honest. I think we just play out... I mean, this is a Banishing Light on a stick, so we play the Banishing Light on a stick instead of the actual Banishing Light. And then this guy probably concedes when I play the Endstone. Probably has a removal spell for this, but that still stops you from attacking this turn. And literally, I think I warp this in, I get a Plains. I can play the Endstone next turn, and I Banishing Light this guy. We're kind of... like, I'm kind of in this position where I'm almost playing to trigger my opponent, where, like, I do think this is the right thing to do. I also think it's the most annoying thing I can do, is Banishing Light their things twice in a row. And once the Endstone comes down next turn, it doesn't matter what they do. Like, it's a foregone conclusion. You need to have artifact removal, and even if you do, like, look at the state of the board right now. I'm not behind. I'm not behind in, like, the slightest. If I play the Endstone and it immediately gets removed, I still think I'm fine. Nothing has happened during these turns in particular. Okay, so do I want to cast this? It's not going to do anything for me this turn. I was about to say, like, playing the Endstone's great, but I don't have any lands to play or creatures to cast. I might just play out... so I can play this for... hold on, let me figure this out. I can play this for 5. I could tutor another land or a creature. I feel like we want cheap creatures. Have faith that we draw lands. Yeah, okay. Let's play this. Let's get... I'm actually tempted to pick the land now. Yeah, looking at it, I'm not crazy about any of these picks. Let's just get the land. And now what? I can play this out for its full cost. I'm not attacking into that. You don't need a lander. Okay, they've got the end stone too, so this is kind of funny. They're going to go down in life because of the end stone, and then I'm going to Banishing Light the end stone. There's no way you don't quit here, right? I would have quit by now. Yeah, we swing for 3. You're on 7 now. You literally just played 7 mana, lose 5 life. And if you don't have an artifact removal spell, or an enchantment removal spell in black-red, which I don't even know if that exists, you're not getting it back. You're not getting the end stone. And this is what I'm saying. Blowouts happen, and this is me doing the same thing to my opponent that happened to me in the last couple games, right? It's frustrating to be on the receiving end of, and when you're playing in paper, it's almost kind of awkward to be on the side of the person who's winning hard, because when you are winning that hard, you feel like, oh, you know, I don't want to act in a way or behave in a way that makes this feel worse for my opponent who's sitting right across from me, right? They're at the other side of the table, and I don't want to make them feel bad, right? I would feel bad if I was in their position, and you know, I don't want to. Yeah, this is an easy attack, I feel like. I don't have to attack here, but I think I just do. But yeah, you know, you've been in that position where you've gotten kind of frustrated with the game. Maybe you only drew lands, or you kept a bad hand and got punished for it, and you know better because you've been playing long enough to know better, right? And I feel like that's a lot of us still have these kinds of bad habits, because it's hard to only play optimally when you know when like there's an emotional component to it, because it is like there's an aspect of it that's gambling, I guess, where it's like, okay, interesting. I think I just lost the game. Right? Because they gain control of all the creatures, right? Wait, no. You only gain control of the other creatures. Yeah, they should have picked alt. Because then they would have killed barely anything, right? And they would have got to keep all the or like a swing in with all the creatures. Instead, I just got a bunch of triggers, and this is only until end of turn. So I get all these creatures back. I think if they played it for the other effect, I might have lost. Let's draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. They're lands. It is what it is. No attacks. I don't really feel like I need to attack here. I mean, you're on 3 life. Shambling Vent is gonna wake up. It's gonna die, and I'm gonna get life, and like, you're not in a position to be attacking here, right? Like, I'll block here. You'll lose a life when this dies. And that Endstone Plains play out my whole deck. Yeah, is that it? I'll wake this up. This is what I'm saying. This is such a good such a good card. Because I just wake it up, gain some life, it dies, I get a death trigger. You're now on 2 life. I can even sacrifice this turn. And because I sacrifice it, you go down to 1. I don't even have an equipment in my deck? Seriously? Did I fuck up that bad? Yeah. Yeah, it's just it's just 2 mana make 2 guys. That's kind of funny. Yeah, no, I decline. I'm not even getting it. And if I swing with this and you block it, you die, right? Oh, okay. No, that makes sense. But you still lose your flyer, so I should have swung with both of them, because if I swung with both of them, there was no way to... Because when this creature, yeah, there was no way to live. That's fine. It's like, yeah. I was in such a strong position there that like any number of misplays would still end with me winning the game. It's a shame. I think if they played it for the other effect, it would have been really good. The Mutinous Massacre. I really thought I lost the game on that turn. Because it's so powerful. You get to take control of all the remaining creatures and they get haste. Obviously, it doesn't, you know, it makes sense that they get haste because the card would not do anything otherwise, but it's just, it creates such one-sided, like, I mean, it's 7 mana, right? Like, that is the end stone of red-black. Except the end stone is also pretty good in red-black. I'm having fun. Like, I think early on when I was getting my shit handed to me, I was kind of like, oh, this kind of sucks. Like, I wasn't doomer about it because I know these kinds of things happen. But I was kind of like, oh, this isn't going to make for the best content, right? Just like a bunch of games of me losing. I'm kind of enjoying myself a bit more now. You know, that I got to win a couple. We didn't really have that many interesting games in the ones that I won or lost, so hopefully this one's a bit closer. We're 2-2 now, so like we'll be playing against someone who at least has like a decent shot at winning. Although they are like the season just started obviously, but they are bronze. When the season restarted, I started in silver. So I think if you're bronze now, you must have been bronze last season or silver last season. I don't know. I think I got to platinum. Whatever is above gold, that might be diamond. I don't really care about the ranks, but you do get rewards for climbing the ladder. So, I mean, it just happens incidentally. Like, until you get past gold, you gain 2 points for winning and you lose 1 for losing. So as long as you're winning 50% of the time, in fact, as long as you're winning 33% of the time, or 34, let's say, you go up, right? So, yeah, this seems like a good hand to me. Has a grab kill in it. Always happy to keep a grab kill hand. There was one card, I don't play that much Commander anymore, but there was one card I wanted to build from this set, which was Memnon Uthros Exile. It's the 3-drop, blue and red. Flying, whenever an artifact you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. It's pretty cool, sort of like, is it artifacts thing. And I feel like there's probably a lot of like, there's probably a lot of like historic, like old artifacts and stuff I would get to play that I don't know that much about, because I don't play that many artifacts in like, I don't play Commander that much, but the deck I do have that I really love, and sadly is actually like too powerful to play at most tables, is my Helga Skittish Seer deck. It's just a bunch of untap effects and big creatures. This set has been really good to it because I get to play a bunch of creatures that that come in discounted. So it checks the mana value of the creature spell. So if you pay 2 for it, but it's over 2 in the top right corner, you still get the Helga trigger. It's super duper fun, but it's really powerful. Like, it can win on turn 4. Like, Helga comes down turn 2. It's just a bit too much for most tables. So I think I want to make a nerfed version of it where I'd like to make a nerfed version of it where it has no repeatable untap effect. So I've got Intruder Alarm in it. I need to get rid of that, to be honest. I think in order for it to play out the way that is a little bit more friendly for weaker tables, I think in order for it to play out properly, it needs to not have the repeatable untap effects, because that's what lets you like effectively combo off Creature Storm kind of thing. If you don't have that, it's a lot more fair. Yeah, we'll swing in. It only comes back as a 1/1. Like, I would probably have blocked there. I understand not wanting to block with this because the first strike is what is preventing me from blocking so much. I would have blocked with the Ardent. I don't think it's this is actually a really good card in the decks that are white and red. Because you make a lot of guys. It's not bad in black red. There's a couple cards that make it really good. In an average deck, it's just fine, and I'm happy to take 5 here, so no blocks. I think I grav kill this, right? Is that fine? I don't know. Okay, Plasma Bolt, fair enough. Knowing that you had Plasma Bolt makes a lot more sense why you would do that. I think I just grav kill. Like, it's causing me too much trouble. I just don't want it. Just don't want it there. Oh, what was I saying? Yeah, I want to build more commander decks. I've been feeling like I don't even show up for, like, the thing is, I don't know when I would play commander anymore, because the local game store that I go to, they have commander on Sundays. I work on Sundays, so it doesn't really work for me. I don't have that many friends that, like, the friends I have that play Magic don't play commander, so it's like, what what can I even do with that, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, I can either take 3 and the creature's still there, or I can take 3 next turn and the creature's not there. So, seems like an easy choice to me. I don't like taking 3 in the air, but yeah, I feel like I just lose this. This deck has just been doing work against me. And I'm getting to play this for 5 counters potentially next turn. That would be nice. Yep, no removal spells, sadly. I mean, we just swing in. I can't block the flyer anyway. So the least I could do is get some damage. I forgot about this guy. I kind of majorly fucked up there. I completely forgot about this guy. And I'm taking at least 5. Oh, yep, and another flyer comes in. If you have another creature to play, I die. Right, well that's a bit too little too late personally, because none of these things are going to get hit by that. And yeah, yeah, that's just game. I kind of majorly fucked up there, to be honest. I think it was probably lost anyway, but I definitely didn't need to, give the game away like that, I guess. But there we go. That was the first draft experience of Edge of Eternity. As always, I will open the packs to end off the video, and I'll be back for another draft. I can't believe it went so poorly for me. Archenemy's Charm, we like to see that. Rare wild card, also nice to see. About 4,000 gold. I don't know. Is there any chance? No, I was going to say if I could get up to 5,000 gold today, I might even quick draft, but we'll probably save that for another day. So I will see all of you later. Thanks for watching. And that was Edge of Eternity Premier Draft. There will be another one. No doubt there will be another one. I'm not happy with how that one went. I will be back for revenge. See you later. Bye.